Hello, everyone. It's Pat with our Oracle card reading and messages for this upcoming week. Today's the 15th of December, so we're halfway through. Woohoo! It's hard to believe we're halfway through. Sometimes this holiday season seems to be going by just so fast. So, anyways, this week we're looking at the 15th through the 21st, and I've gone ahead and picked our shuffled and got our cards for the week and who we have looking after us and who we have, what our messages are. So this week's archangel is the Archangel Ariel with the message of courage. Okay, and it says, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Okay, so I think in general we're going to see a lot of that this week. There's a lot coming up in the political arena, as we know, with the impeachment hearings and that passed, and now we're going to move forward to the next phase. So, but both in our world in general, but also in our personal world, it's going to be a time to have that courage to move forward. Okay, and a lot of what's happening now is the breaking apart or the falling away of the old. We need to move forward in new ways, and that process, that transition, sometimes can be a bit rocky. We might start out on our path with the best of intentions and a solid mission in our mind and heart, and a lot of passion behind that mission. But, we inevitably can run across, situations and people that, disrupt it and incite fear in us and make us question that, and et cetera, et cetera. So, and I do feel like going into this week, part of the reason we're going to need to have courage, at least in terms of world events and our political environment, is because I think a lot of stuff is going to get thrown out there in the media to shake us up. And I just feel like you're going to see a lot of that this week. And there may be some, world events that are, rather unsettling. Not just in the United States, but maybe in other parts of the world as well. And we might get news of things that are unsettling. So it's going to take courage. And, I've mentioned before in, last week's reading and quite a few previous readings that more stuff is coming to light. Last week I spoke a lot about the full moon and how that brings illumination and culmination to things. So it's going to take our courage to move forward with our beliefs, to have the courage of your convictions, to stand your ground and move forward. Okay, so for the beginning of our week, and I worked with 3 different card decks this week. I had Archangel Michael out and the Archangel Gabriel deck out, and I also pulled out the fairy cards because for fun and lightening up. But so the beginning of our week starts with these cards. Well, Archangel Michael's message is be gentle with yourself. Okay, so the beginning of our week starts out with a need to be, we're taking it easy on ourselves. And there's a need to do that, going easy with ourselves. At the end of last week, there was, one of the messages was that it was time to seek out a professional. So if that was a medical professional and you had like a cold or a flu or a physical condition or a surgery you're getting over, you're going to need to take it easy at the beginning of the week. So that's what the energy of this beginning of this week has to do with. But if it was I know Archangel Raguel was looking out for us, overseeing us last week with relationship issues. And so if you went to a professional because you're dealing with a troubling relationship issue or something like that, then, that can bring up a lot of drama, a lot of fears and things like that. So it's about the be gentle with yourself card is, you may have gotten a reminder from that professional to take it easy on yourself, both physically and in a mental and spiritual way. It's about, keeping your own counsel and kind of staying away from harsh environments. So, and, he's reminding us it's both a reflection of the energy of the beginning of the week, but there's also a message embodied with it. He's emphasizing a message of be gentle with yourself. Don't overdo it. Okay. let go of kind of the stress and pressure to, get all these things done and overexert yourself physically. So, and Gabriel's message was listen only to love. And this card says, don't allow fear to distract you from your mission, which is, part of what I was speaking to earlier, which I think of, we might get see a lot going on in the media with this week, with things coming to light. And some of it is, that's being put out by certain political parties is intended to shake you up. It's intended to make you feel fearful. And so, if you've been on a course or a path to bring new things into your life and to go in a certain direction, don't let fear, and it's about speaking and listening to the messages lovingly. I mean, if you have an encounter with someone who's, if you're working through a relationship or something and there's drama and there's issues coming up, and, you might have to listen very carefully and extrapolate the truth from those in a loving way and let go of the rest. Like, that take what you like and leave the rest. There's always something to be learned from each situation that we're in. Because the fairies are letting us know that your wish is granted. It says what you've asked for is coming for you, okay? So, but right now, so for the beginning of the week, it's about that. Then we get into the middle of the week. Michael's message is God is in charge, taking care of the details. And this card oftentimes comes up when things are out of our hands. There are just some situations and things in life that are out of our control. And so when this card comes up, it's just a reminder to kind of go with the flow of things, like that message, let go and let God. There's a natural course, there's a natural flow that the situation is taking, and to kind of go with that. Okay. And Gabriel's message was helping children. So if there was concern that some of you have out there for your children, they are being helped. Okay. This also has to do, when I looked at it, with the children at the border who are being kept in the cages. Okay. Help is getting to them. More help is getting to them. And help that hasn't been allowed in before. Okay. And aid is coming through. All right. I feel like in general that card is about is about helping children who are struggling, regardless of what they're struggling with, and so that's part of the your wish is granted. If you've been praying for help for children, whether they be yours or other children that you feel empathy for in the world. I also feel like this is having to do with, I think we're at the anniversary of the school shooting at Sandy Hook in Connecticut. And there's more help being given to children right now who have a lot of fears or are still suffering traumas from those events, okay, and other school shooting events that have taken place, okay. Underneath that, there's new career. And so it's like there's various messages going on here, but they're telling you to go easy on yourself at the beginning of the week. God's taking care of the details. The children are being taken care of and helped, but there's a new career blossoming for you, or a new career opportunity that's coming your way. And it says your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. All right, that's part of your wishes granted too. If you were looking to change that up for yourself, if you're looking to bring in something new for you. And look at all the beautiful colors around that too. I don't know if you can see them, but it's that beautiful emerald green, and it's, rainbow colors swirled into it. So there's a lot of really beautiful energy around it. So let's see, what other messages are there with these? Now, towards the end of the week, Michael has this message of go forward fearlessly, and which indicates what's happening is that there is movement forward, okay? Even though we didn't allow fear to get in our way, we stuck by our beliefs, as this card indicated, Okay, we didn't allow fear to distract us, and we are moving forward. We are moving forward fearlessly in this new direction. Okay, and there's happy news along with that Gabriel is letting us know. Your prayer is answered in a creative way, which is really one of the wonderful things about working with the angels and calling upon the angels, is that things can work out in ways we could not have ourselves planned or imagined. Okay, they are an unlimited resource, so calling upon them brings about solutions to things in just really creative and unsuspected, unknown ways. And so there's the last fairy card that came out at the end of this week is this one, self-appreciation. It's like seeing the angel within and loving yourself more. So that's what's coming about. It's like a feeling that you may have at the end of the week, more appreciation for yourself and who you are and what you contribute to the world. You're finally, looking in that mirror and saying, if you've looked in it before and had more harsh feelings about yourself, like, why aren't I good enough? Why haven't I gotten further along in life? Or any of those kinds of thoughts or feelings, whatever they might have been for you, you're looking at yourself differently now, okay? Because you can see there's a successful transition that is taking place in your personal life, okay? So there's a lot to be hopeful about in this coming week. And, part of the be gentle with yourself is we are, individually and collectively in a huge process of change right now. And there's been a lot of, heavier energies that have been around. I mean, collectively, as a nation, as a people, and even as a world people, we're trying to collectively lift up the energy, and we are trying to do that against some forces that are trying to keep the status quo in place, trying to keep us, down, or trying to keep us in our place. And and that's why Michael will give us those messages. Be gentle with yourself, but keep moving forward fearlessly. Michael's a pretty powerful force, and he always has our back. And we can work with him to help clear collectively the energies of situations, people, and places, so that energy gets uplifted. Anyways, so those are some of the messages that I get for this week. Marshal up your courage. Archangel Ariel, who's overseeing us this week, she's kind of like, in some ways, a female Archangel Michael. She's very much connected to the environment and outdoors. She has the energy of the lioness. She's considered to be like the lioness of God. And she also, as a more feminine energy, helps you to embody that strength and that courage that also has a grace to it. Okay, a grace and a dignity. And she is very connected to the environment, to animals, and helps us to manifest our material supply. So what I'm getting is that there's better times ahead. Okay, but there is a lot of change that's going to happen between now and 2020. Okay, unprecedented change. So, and we all came here to be part of that. So, have faith in the reason why you're here at this time. Okay, be gentle with yourself, have an appreciation for who you are and what you contribute to this world, and know that there's many new blessings on their way to you. Okay, take care, everyone. Have a wonderful week, and I look forward to speaking with you again very soon.